What's going on? Flip Gaming here, back with another Epic Summon video, and today we're taking a look at the patch preview for April 13th. Starting off with the April balance adjustment. So we did make an entire video dedicated to that, and I think that these balance adjustments are actually pretty good. We're gonna have to wait and see exactly how good they are, but I think for turn 2 players, they're gonna be something that is going to be really good. And they're also letting us know that we're going to be getting the Advent side story coming soon with some Spirit Altar improvements and the custom group summon. So with the balance adjustments, you know, my winners were Lilius and Tywin, but I think Ilanov's changes are going to make her really good. We got the Last Rider Crow closer Charles buffs, but they did add in an Architect Laika buff. Yes, they did emergency buff her, similar to DDR, right? Similar to Full Metal Alchemist unit that got released and was not good. So with Architect Laika, let's actually take a look at that. So they are adding her to the balance adjustments, and so now for laying the groundwork, after using this skill when the enemy is inflicted with target, increases combat readiness of the caster by 50%. So this was her S2. Before, you would have to soul burn, get another turn, right? So you would soul burn, well, you would do the S2, hit him with target, strip, hit him with target, and then S3, right? But you would have to soul burn. Now, but the problem was that 15%, right? You don't have effectiveness on this unit because you need insane amount of stats for damage, right? It's all speed, all damage, 0 effectiveness. And so she would never land her target, right? She would never strip or land her targets consistently enough to where this was usable, right? But now what they're doing is, after using this skill, when the enemy is inflicted with target, she's getting a 50% CR push. And they're changing the soul burn to ignore effect resistance. Now, I'm not a fan of this. I'm not a fan of this at all. I don't think that a solution should be just ignore FRS, right? Because then what's the point of having effect resistance? It ignores an entire mechanic, right? Because of the soul burn. But yeah, and she's getting an increased damage to her eliminating the target. So for her S3, yeah, she's getting even more damage dealt. So she is for sure, if you have the gear for her, she is going to be crazy. She is going to be crazy. So moving on, we do have those April balance adjustments coming in along with the 2 artifacts, Crown of Glory and Ancient Dragon's Legacy. So both of these artifacts are, I believe, now gonna be usable, especially for turn 2, right? There are going to be some added support items that you're going to be able to use for that type of playstyle. We're also getting the Advent side story preview, I believe, and so this is going to be dropping pretty soon, along with some Spirit Altar improvements. So it looks like now they're going to potentially allow you to enter different Spirit Altars on the day that it's not supposed to be open, right? So Sky Stones, having to use Sky Stones for that, why even do that, right? Like, what's even the point of that? So players can enter the closed Spirit Altar by using Sky Stones. I mean, I guess if you really want to rush an SC specialty change or something, right? But even then, I'd rather just wait. Who farms Spirit Altars when it's not Spirit Altar buff anyways, right? Why not just open them, have them open all the time, and you just go in and do the one that you need, right? What, like, I don't, I mean, I guess they're really going for those Sky Stones, especially with this custom group summon. It's going to be starting on April 20th, and it's going to last from April 20th to May 18th. Now, this custom group summon, we've had this in the past. You can choose 3 units that you want to target for this group summon. And then I believe you can choose the unit, and each unit comes with like their own artifact. And then you have the potential to pull one of those 3 units on your way to Pity. And then after you get to Pity, you have a certain amount of coins that you can use to pick up one of your chosen 3 units that you were gunning for. So let's say here you were aiming for DN, but you pulled a lot of summary areas, right? Well, at the end, you can use up, I believe it's 200 coins to buy DN from that little shop. And so those coins are only available for this custom group summon banner. So if you have been hoarding bookmarks and you wanted to pull some limited units, this should have a rerun of mostly all of them. I don't know if a mid's going to be on there. I don't think she is because she's pretty new, right? She's like the newest limited, but hey, who knows, right? But you'll be able to pull any other unit if you need units. Guiding lights, right? Guiding lights much? So yeah, I'm going to be pulling for guiding lights because that artifact is broken. Drop rate up for Rowana and Touch of Reikos. You know, I'm still waiting for ML Rowana, even though that ML Laika is getting those pretty crazy buffs. I think I'm going to pass. I think I'm still going to pass and wait for the next ML unit to see who it might be. But we are getting Tenebria, Crimson Moon of Nightmare, along with the Rowana drop rate up. So 2 units you can definitely skip. April 20th, we are getting Destina, which is, I think, one of the premier Soul Weavers right now, especially after she got all those buffs. She's pretty good. But we are getting that custom rate up, so I would definitely not pull on any single banners because you could just choose Destina for your custom group summon if you really wanted to try to pull for her, right? So Ballin says on along with Destina the following week on April 20th, 100% pass unit. The Mystic rotation for this time around is going to be Pirate Captain Flan, Mediator Quirk, Maid Chloe, and Martial Artist Ken. So Mediator Quirk, if you recall, is getting a skin for RTA, right? So if you don't have Mediator Quirk, you got some coins, 100% pickup, right? He is a unit, if you play RTA, that is just all around really, really good, right? You still see him quite a bit because he's really good. So if you don't have him yet, got the coins, 100% would recommend picking him up. The other 3 units, potentially pass, right? Potentially pass, depending on who you currently have and who you might need. But let's talk about the Hoochie's pop-up shop. So we are getting Hoochie's Scam Shop back once again. And with this one, I always recommend the Lucky Chest, and everything else is going to be based depending on how many Sky Stones you have, and then what you're trying to save for, right? So if Hoochie's pop-up shop is not on a discount, I don't recommend buying anything other than the Mystic Metals. Lucky Chest, buy all 5 of those, and then Mystic Metals if you're lacking Mystic Metals, right? Everything after that, I think, is kind of a scam. But I mean, you never know, especially with that random level 85 equipment. It may be worth it. You can always search through it and see what is there, but I don't know, 1100 Sky Stones for something that might not roll too well. Maybe if it's only right side pieces, right neck, ring, boots, something like that. But Mystic Metals for sure I'm going to be picking up. And then always pick up the Leafs. If you see Leafs for sale, always pick those up. It's the only way you can buy Leafs. The Lucky Chest can give you Galaxy bookmarks, so that's why I recommend that. We're also getting a free Unequip event, finally. Okay, finally. April 13th through April 16th. So balance updates, right? All of that. Patch notes, finally getting free Unequip, right? We had 2 hunt buffs in a row. So all that gear, right? How do you equip all that gear without wasting so much gold? Well, we got free Unequip. So glad they're finally giving us that. We are also getting a video chest password. It's called Balanced AD13. Get your 3 Leafs and 300k gold. So make sure that you don't miss that. But for the most part, yeah, I don't really particularly like the Laika buffs. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Regardless if you enjoyed the video, hit that like button if you haven't subscribed. Think about subscribing. It really helps the channel grow and reach more people like you who like content like this. Like always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.